fish tanks, aquariums, 透明玻璃、海景板机壳, whatever that you like to call them, are some of the best looking PC cases that you can find on the market. While I miss those for Phanteks and Corsair because they're only closed door, these are some of the other awesome fish tank cases which I'd like to share with you. Let's start with something simple from Lian Li. Lian Li will launch the next product in the O11D Vision series, the O11D Vision Compact. As its name suggests, it's a smaller version of the O11D Vision. With this new Compact, you can include an optional mesh and frame bracket at the top, and it also accepts back connect motherboards. Together with their new Hydro chip AIO, you can also hide the AIO tubes to the back. However, with this smaller case, you can no longer move the motherboard up and down, and you can no longer have a 240mm AIO for exhaust, only two 120mm fans. And sadly, this monitoring panel is not possible. This next one from Lian Li looks fish tank-ish, but it is 90 degrees rotated. It is the Lian Li shuttle, which I think resembles how an astronaut is seated while preparing for launch. I think the shuttle is an ATX case, and as you can see, even though it's a slimmer case, there's enough space for a full custom water cooling loop. Next up, we got our first look at Hyte's new Y70 Touch Infinite. The case is kind of similar to the Y70 Touch, but Hyte now has infinite touchscreens. Yeah! You no longer need to worry about the supply of these cases because Hyte now controls the supply of these touchscreens. While you kind of lose some going from a 4K to a 2K touchscreen, Hyte has managed to increase the sharpness, the brightness level, and the responsiveness of these touchscreens. There's also close to no bezels on the touchscreen, which makes it very lifelike and almost a permanent add-on to the Y70 Touch. Hell, this makes buying a case with a touchscreen even more compelling. Okay, before we go on to more cases with LCD panels, I need to mention Montech's latest offering, the King 95 Mega Pro. It will be a bigger and roomier version of the already good sized King 95 Pro, but with this Mega version, you will be able to include a 420 rad on the side. The fans are angled with the help of a side fan bracket to cool your graphics card better. If you prefer to have more airflow into your PC case, you can swap out the front glass panel with either a mesh or frame brackets, so you can have 3 more intake fans to provide fresh airflow. The Mega Pro will launch in black and white, although I was kind of bummed when they mentioned that they're still deciding on the pink model. Prices are relatively higher than the King 95, but I think it's pretty okay for a case like this. Okay, let's now add on some art to your fish tanks. Pixel art. These cases from ADATA and Darkflash each has its own LCD panel for some added beautiful aesthetics. The LCD panel on the ADATA Invader X Pro BTF looks really crisp and clear. It could also be due to the nice small size coupled with a high resolution to give this sharp image. And in addition, because there's no way to top mount the AIO, I think ADATA has included a special location to top mount the AIO. It is also flipped to allow for the RGB to be more visible inside the case. Is this ADATA's take on OnlyFans? Huh? As for Darkflash, I'm not sure if you can display pixel art, but in lieu of that, they are showcasing a monitoring panel on their new fish tank case. It's been a long time since we've seen an LCD monitoring panel as a permanent feature on the case. Darkflash has made it easy for you to adjust the panel. They have included knobs to allow you to change the RGB color modes of the fans, turn off and on the RGB, and change the fan speeds. The monitoring panel gives you information such as temperature of the GPUs as well as the overall temperature of the system. There's also a monitoring panel on the fans. Wow, but they show the fan speed. You can put up to a 480 radiator on the side on the black version and the usual 360 on the smaller whites. You should see these cases on sale soon, and he told me that the white one only costs $70 US. Darkflash also has one more fish tank worth mentioning. Check out this unique shape.
这一款我们主要是 Darkflash 全新的模具，这一款其他品牌在市场上你不会见到。我们做了很多很好的细节，包括上面板这里有 logo， and also the rear panel you can see the Darkflash logo and the fronter, the sider, the top all is tempered glass. You can see inside the system very clearly. We put the IO port here at the near side. 采用分开的玻璃，快拆的模式，这个兼容性也很强。我们可以看到顶部支持360随的，上面也可以兼容3个风扇，这边也是360的冷排。所以如果总的风扇的话，我们可以装到10个风扇。
Okay, these next two cases really takes the word sleekness to a whole new level. Enter the HAVN HS420 and the Luca from TRYX. Phanteks. Let's start with the HAVN case. Really looks like a safe haven. Look at how smooth it is. Essentially feels like one uniform box with the tempered glass on the front side and what looks like window grills on the back. I believe this is to allow more airflow into the case. I'm not sure if there will be an option for a side radiator, but this is an innovative way to let in more air. Yes, and besides the big strong looking LCD panel, the main selling point of this case is how easy it is to remove the tempered glass.
The panel removal, everything is solid from the top panel, so every panel is with a magnet. So once you remove the top panel, so you could hold in from the top of the glass panel and pulling for wall, holding here, and you can take over. And when you pull the glass panel back, you need to align the 3-wheel and guide them to the place.
Is that so separately?
The HS420 is a mid-tower, but it is slightly bigger than the standard mid-tower and it has enough space for a full custom water cooling loop. I also need to add that the one in black has angled fans and a glass panel to showcase your GPU. Both cases allow for 2 exhaust fans, one at the top and one at the bottom. How about the Luca from TRYX? Yes, you may think that it sort of resembles the NV7 from Phanteks, but this case is different in its own way. It is an ATX case, but you can put an eATX board. It is made entirely out of an aluminum alloy, which gives it a smooth and uniform finish. The main selling point of this case is its modularity. You do not need tools to remove the motherboard and power supply shroud tray. You can decide if you want to have your power supply on the bottom or on top. Besides that, the Luca features a magnetic hinged front glass panel. If you want to access the inside of your full build or perhaps put a figurine inside, you don't have to remove the front glass panel. Just open the front panel like a door and you can easily reach inside. But that said, if you feel like your case is not getting enough airflow, you can swap out the front glass with this fan bracket with 2 big RGB fans. And one more thing, check out this interesting downslope grill-like design for the top panel. I am not sure if it assists in exhausting hot air or it's just a design choice, but this is different from the usual top panel. Anyway, it also does not require tools to remove. You can just use a handlebar and pull the top panel out. Remove the mesh filter and you can have water cooling inside your PC. Alright, let's now go back to more interesting fish tanks. Would you like one with a rotating disc? Check out this FV270 RGB from Cougar. You can have your favorite Marvel or anime characters standing up, rotating inside this PC build. The FV270 looks more angular than the other boxy fish tanks that we have seen so far. I think this is to create more space for the disc or perhaps to create more room for a reservoir. I'm not sure if you can remove the disc, but I heard it's powered by your power supply, perhaps by using a SATA power cable. Or how about this case from Montech? It lies entirely flat on your desk. It's been a while since I've seen a case like this. It's a huge case, you need a lot of space on the desk, but you will be able to see almost everything inside your PC build. And in addition, this actually makes installing a PC part a lot easier than your typical standing PC case. But alas, I think this is a plastic cover. And we also have new concepts from Cooler Master. These are the Encore 600 and the Encore 600 Prestige. You can see the Encore 600 on the left. If you are left-handed like I, you would be able to change the orientation of your back and front. Your PC can now sit on the left of your desk if you opt to have the tempered glass in place of the back cover. For the Prestige on the right, wow, I've just realized the tempered glass almost wraps around the entire case. It could well be 2 separate glass panels, but I think it's really nice to be able to see your whole PC build from both sides of the case. And check out how this glass is cut to fit into the I/O area. And don't worry, there should be enough clearance for a 40 series GPU inside this case. And I think a power supply will also sit really nicely inside the back of this case. Oh yes, this new master box here, I'm not sure if you can see it well, there are pixel art lines on the bottom. Instead of having LCD panels for RGB strobe lighting, this is another way to light up the bottom of the case. Cooler Master says they will come up with a way for you to change these lines on the bottom of the case, which I think is done through the master control software. And finally, we have these cases from ADATA. I'm not sure you can call them fish tanks, but these are definitely big show pieces. Let's start with a giant cube with a custom roof. Next, we have 2 pyramids, one regular and one inverted. The base and the struts for the inverted one must be really strong to be able to hold up the entire top of the pyramid. And the pièce de résistance, this giant column standing computer. There's more than enough space to put many fans, radiators, a custom look, and even a power supply at the front. If you're one who wants a really big showcase PC, this is the one for you. But too bad, the case does not rotate because of the wiring issue. Can you imagine if the case actually rotates? Wow, that was quite a good number of fish tank cases coming to you in the coming future. I look forward to seeing the ones from ADATA, Montech, HAVN, TRYX, Cooler Master, and Hyte. Let me know in the comments which ones do you want to get your hands on. And as always, if you like this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to my channel for more awesome tech content. Bye!